All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining here for the ninth annual Sarcoma Exchange. We're extremely excited to have you here for an overview of clinical trials, what they are, and how they benefit the sarcoma community. My name is Tim Opsel. I'm a proud board member of the Sarcoma Alliance and the chair of the Communications and Outreach Committee here at the Alliance. Today, I will serve as the moderator and the MC of the exchange. Before we dive in, a few quick housekeeping notes. The first is that this is an open forum, so please keep everything confidential, refrain from sharing any personal medical information, and try to keep your questions and comments as general as possible. In consideration of questions, please ask at any time. We do have the chat feature enabled, which allows you to post questions to anybody that is a host or a panelist. Number three, we are recording. So in case you can't stay for the whole time, we will be publishing this on YouTube following the exchange. And then finally, we have two short breaks. We know this is a long virtual session. So we'll pause briefly, roughly an hour in, and then an hour and a half into the exchange. Quick overview of what today looks like. Philip Leider, the president of the Sarcoma Alliance, will give a quick introduction and share a little bit more about the importance of clinical trials. After that, we're going to move into a session on clinical trial basics with Hope Ventricelli from CIS CRP. Following Hope, Dr. Seth Pollack of the Lurie Cancer Center will walk us through what makes sarcoma trials different. After Dr. Pollack, we'll take our first 5-minute break and then come back for making an informed decision with Denise Ranke, the co-chair of SPAN, moderated by Philip Leider. Next, we'll move into finding trials you're eligible for with Dr. Diego Berrianchia of Massive Bio. Then move into the logistics of enrolling and participating with Josep Garcia from Inhibrx. We'll take our second 5-minute break and then move into a brief overview of our newest program, the Ambassador Program here at the Sarcoma Alliance, to help spread the word about the importance of second opinions and to let everyone know about what the Sarcoma Alliance does. And then finally, at the end of the day, we'll close with our patient panel, where we will have 4 patients that have actually gone through a clinical trial share their perspective and their experience of participating in a clinical trial. After that, we'll do a live Q&A with any speakers that are available and remaining. Before I hand the mic over to Philip, I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors who make an event like this possible. We truly appreciate everything you do to support the sarcoma community and the Sarcoma Alliance. So thank you all so very much. Philip, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, Tim. And on behalf of the Sarcoma Alliance and its board of directors, and everybody who contributes as a volunteer and does all sorts of incredible things for the Sarcoma Alliance, I want to welcome you and wish you a happy Sarcoma Awareness Month. Thank you for spending some of your time on a Sunday with us. Our program committee was chaired ably this year by Tim, and I want to give him a special thanks. It was a big job, a very big topic, a lot of moving parts, and he is a gentleman and an amazing person to work with. Also on our committee, Meredith Berger of Wendy Walk and Julie Johnson, a former board member of the Sarcoma Alliance, helped put together today's program, and I want to thank them, as well as our partners and sponsors Tim mentioned earlier, and all of today's speakers. We have a really incredible program for you today on clinical trials for sarcoma. As you know, the Sarcoma Alliance itself was founded by sarcoma patients in order to provide education, guidance, and support to people with sarcoma, their loved ones, and their caregivers. We do not fund medical research. We're different than a lot of the other sarcoma organizations. Our sole focus is supporting patients and their loved ones, and we want to help patients and their loved ones make informed, considerate decisions about participation in clinical trials. We don't want you to participate if it's not right for you. We don't want to push the research agenda in some direction. We are here for you to support you as patients. This year's exchange will be recorded, and as Tim said, it'll be available on our YouTube channel. In addition, Tim, if you could put up our new clinical trials page, I'll walk slowly
Yes.
through this. So today is just about understanding and learning how to navigate clinical trials, but you will have a resource at your fingertips, a new resource that Tim and I have been working very hard to put together. And it is a new web page on our website, www.sarcomaalliance.org, that is structured just like our program today. So all of the topics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are the topics Tim ran through, and the video from those topics will be embedded so you can watch the video again. And then we'll provide additional links and information. We curate our links very carefully, so we're not going to give you every single thing out there, but we're going to tell you the basics and make sure you understand with clarity what you're trying to understand and the kinds of basic information you need to make an important decision like whether you're going to participate in a trial. So I like to be ahead of schedule. I'm a few minutes ahead. So Tim, why don't we turn to our first presentation?